So if you place an order with Import Image Racing and it's over $250, you get free stickers. Sticker for you, sticker for your homie, sticker for your mom, your dog, your aunt. Dylan! He better be shipping. Dylan! Dylan! Are you not working right now? What's your problem, Dylan? You better put stickers in the boxes, all the stickers for everyone. Hey guys, Dane with Import Image. Today I'm going to tell you why you should get this sway bar for your VB WRX. It's made by Eibach. Eibach is an American-made company. They're based out of California. Super awesome people over there. Eibach's been around for a while. They do stuff with cars, trucks, dirt bikes, motorcycles, you name it. A lot of people often neglect upgrading the sway bars because a lot of vehicles actually come with fairly stout sway bars from the factory. Subarus, not so much. So the point behind installing the sway bar into your car is to reduce your body roll. So ask yourself, have you ever been driving your car, you go around a turn, say you're turning to the right and you kind of get thrown to the left a little bit, turn to the left, get thrown to the right a little bit. You're not dancing, but your car is. So let's get that more planted to the ground. In doing that, you'll have this. This helps with that. So that's the name of the part, is a sway bar. So in doing a thicker bar compared to stock, that will help minimize your body roll. It'll help keep the car more planted to the ground. So it'll really help with cornering, acceleration, all those fun things that we do to these cars that we modify. In doing this sway bar, you'll also get upgraded sway bar bushings. These sway bar bushings are a stronger durometer than the OEM, so they'll last a little bit longer. And the nice thing about these Eibach products is that they are designed to work with factory setups, and they also work with aftermarket setups. So these N-links will work with aftermarket rear lower control arms. They will work with other brand sway bars. And just like the sway bar, it will work with whatever you have on the car. So it's a very nice, easy upgrade to do that will help you out with having more fun in your car. Because why do we modify cars? To have more fun with them. So this Eibach sway bar comes with 3 mounting points for your N-links. So the furthest towards the bar will be the hardest setting, of course the medium setting, and then the softest setting. So even at the softest setting, this sway bar will still be a huge improvement from your factory sway bar. So yeah, let's get it installed. First, we are going to remove factory rear N-links. To do that, you have to get your trusty dusty 14mm wrench and your 5mm Allen. The Allen just goes in place on the peg on the N-link just to help keep that peg from moving. So loosen that and then twist. Once that's out, the N-link will still stay in place till we remove this bolt to pull it out, but should be able to move a little bit. Next, we'll do the same on this side. Put your wrench on first. Get the Allen in and disconnect. All right, now that we have that undone, we are going to work on the sway bar mounting points. You have 2 12mm here, 2 12mm there. So we're going to pull these off with our trusty dusty Ooga Dooga machine. 1. See if I can catch this one. 2. 3. 4. Your sway bar will fall down, but your exhaust will hold it in place. So next, just kind of move your N-links out of the way. There goes that bracket. You can pop this one out too. And now you finagle the sway bar out of place. So next, we will completely remove these factory rear N-links. To do so, we are going to need our 14mm, one on each side. All right. One there. And one there. So you can use any sort of prying tool to just pop these up and out the way. Golly, these things are in there. Sometimes these can kind of really be stuck in place. Ah! All right, there it is. Ah! All right, now that we got both of our end links out, up next, let's put these bushings in place. All right, so next we are going to get these bushings prepared. So what we're going to do, Eibach gives you this little tube of grease. So we're just going to lather it on up on the inside. And definitely be very giving with this, because you do not want any squeaks or clinks or noises or none of that. So now that these are on, this will go on the outside of this little peg right here. All right, and with that, we can put our brackets back on and go ahead and fit this up to the car. All right, so we are going to go ahead and fit this up into here. See, and there we go. That's how it's going to sit, just like that. So we'll let that rest right there while we grab our mounting brackets. So we are just going to snug this into place. And rinse and repeat for the other side. Then our Ooga Dooga machine is going to snug them up. All right, so next we are going to get these end links installed. What you want to do is you're going to want to loosen all your connections here and here, maybe even up here, just to make sure that there is enough room for the end link spacers to get in place. So just loosen this. You don't got to take it out, but just loosen it all the way. Maybe. All right, now that that's loose, we should be able to slide the end links in place. So here we have our end link, we have our spacer and our bolt. So we are going to put the spacer on inside the control arm, put your bolt in, grab your end link, thread it through, grab your other spacer, and there's that. Go ahead and snug, or at least put the nut in place. And now we can get that ready to put our bolts through to the top connection point on the sway bar. And let's see. All right, so we're going to do the softer setting on this, and your end link needs to be closest to your shock when you're putting this in. There we go, that's in place. Next comes your spacer, then your washer. All right. So now that this is in place, we can go ahead and snug everything up on this side. To do that, you're going to need your 17mm wrench and your 17mm ratchet. So you're just gonna get her nice and tight like. Yep. All right, so those are tight. So we're going to need to swap this out for our trusty 14 millimeter. I'm going to rinse and repeat. Go ahead and snug that down. And then up here, these are two 17 millimeter connections also, so we will go ahead and get our 17 back out. So these two spacers, so it'll go on like this. Your end link will go here. This spacer will go here, the sway bar here, then the nut and washer on that side. So we're going to line all of this up, put both spacers in. And that's in place. I'm gonna grab our washer and our nut that is just perfectly held in the best place possible, your pocket. It's time to snug that up. You need a 17, not a 14, for both sides. All right, and with this end link completely secured, I'm going to tighten our jam nut just to make sure it's going nowhere. So next, I'm going to do the exact same thing just on the other side. So we are going to drop our end link in place. We're going to get the spacer set up on the bolt that holds it in place, slide it through the bottom portion of the end link, grab your other spacer, and the bolt needs to be moved out just enough. All right, that's in place. Go ahead and get our 14 millimeter nut. Let's get this sitting back in place again. All right. And then, just like with the other side, this was fixed to the softest position. So we are going to get our hardware. And remember, again, the end link will be positioned on the side closest to your strut or coilover. Go ahead and get the spacer on. There we go. Sometimes these end links can be a little stiff. All right. So once that's ready to slide in place, I'm going to put our nut on and our washer, but we gotta get more thread in there first. There we go. Then in doing this, we'll be able to walk it in place as it tightens. All right, so now we have this set. Let's grab our 17 millimeter ratchet and wrench. Let's get to cranking. Get that nice and tight. Let's go ahead and tighten all these other pieces that we had loosened to give our end links some room. Man, that's tight. right, and all that's left is to grab our 14 and just snug up this part. So all that's left that we'll want to do from here is just make sure our sway bar mount brackets are nice and tight because we just snugged them in place. All right, that's nice and tight. All right, that's nice and tight. And that's nice and tight. All right, friends. That is how you install an Eibach sway bar into your 22 plus Subaru WRX. Just to go over again how you do it, it's very easy. Jack your car up, always use jack stands. Remove the sway bar mounts, 2 12mm bolts on each side. Remove your factory end links, a mixture of 12 and 17mm bolts. Pull all that out, loosen the connections on your lower control arm just to give yourself more room for your end links where they connect at. Install the new sway bar. Don't forget to pack the sway bar bushings with the grease provided. Install your end links, tighten all your connections. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You're installed. If there's anything you guys would like to see us install or do any specific videos on, comment below, share it with your friends. If you think I'm doing good, let me know. I appreciate all the feedback I can get. If anyone wants car parts, holler at me, importimageracing.com. Thank you very much.